Good morning, dear learners, and welcome to Canal Education. My name is Umar Musajigo, and I'm an English teacher at Abbé Arsène Feudal Junior High School, Excalibur. So today, we're going to talk about this. What can you see on the picture? Yes, Amadou? Very good. This is our planet. And can somebody tell me what's the name of our planet? Yes, Ali? Excellent. Planet Earth. Okay? So what's wrong with our planet? Aminata? That's very good. Our planet is sick. Okay? So our planet is sick because of environmental issues. Okay? So our today's lesson is going to be about environmental issues. Can you repeat after me? Environmental issues. Environmental issues. Very good. Do you know another word for issues? Yes, Fatima? Problem. Excellent. So environmental issues means the problems, environmental problems that are impacting our environment. Okay? Can you give me some examples of environmental issues, class? Yes? Ami? Very good. We have pollution. Okay? Yes? We have deforestation. Excellent. We also have soil erosion. Okay? Soil erosion. We have climate change and global warming. Okay? And we also have waste management and the ozone layer depletion. So as you can see, we're going to focus on pollution today. All right? So when I say environment, what comes to your mind? I mean, what are the 4 elements that we can find in our environment? Yes, Ali? Very good. We have the biosphere. Can you repeat? Biosphere. Yes, we have the lithosphere. Excellent. Someone else? Ali? Yes, we have the hydrosphere. And finally, we have the atmosphere. Okay? So when I say biosphere, this refers to all the living things. I mean the humans, the animals, and the plants. So what does lithosphere refer to? Yes, Fama? Very good. Lithosphere refers to the land. Hydrosphere, that's a very common one. Yes, Ali? Hydrosphere refers to the water, all the water bodies. And atmosphere, of course, you all know that refers to the air. Very good. So can somebody tell me what are the main causes of these environmental issues? Are they caused by animals or plants? No, of course. They are caused by human activities, okay? They are caused by people. And we will be talking about human activities later. All right, excellent. So now, we're going to watch a video. So I want you to take your pen and your paper, and you're going to watch the video and write down all the environmental issues that you can identify. Are you ready? Let me repeat the instruction. You're going to watch a video, so take your pen and your paper and try to write down the environmental issues that you can identify on this video. Are you ready, class? Very good. Let's go. Great. Now that you watched the video, what types of pollution can you identify on the 4 pictures? On picture number 1 first. Yes, Abdullah? Very good. This is air pollution. Okay, as you can see on the picture, number 1 is air pollution. What about number 2? Yes, Ali? That's land pollution. Very good. Picture number 4 is about water pollution. Excellent. What about the last picture? Why is the man holding his ears? Because he is victim of noise pollution. Very good, class. All right. Okay. When I say air pollution, what does it refer to? As you can see on in the video you have already watched, air pollution is the release of a mixture of solid particles and gases in the air, in the atmosphere. And don't forget that some air pollutants are poisonous. Okay? So can you tell me what are the main causes of air pollution, class? Yes, they can be caused by chemicals from factories, as you can see on the picture. They can also be caused by emissions from the vehicles, okay? If you go in the traffic, you see many cars that are emitting the fumes and smoke. So they can be caused by emissions from vehicles, all right? Excellent. So now we're going to talk about the consequences of air pollution on the environment. Do you know what the consequences are? Yes, Aminata? Very good. Air pollution can cause the ozone layer depletion. What does it mean? Yes, Jean? Excellent. Ozone layer depletion means the destruction of the ozone layer, okay? It can also cause acid rain and global warming. What is land pollution, class? Yes, Modu? Yes, land pollution, as you saw on the video, is mainly caused by the release of waste in the environment, okay? And this waste can come from domestic waste from the houses, which is also known as household garbage. So you can say domestic waste or household garbage. Land pollution can also be caused by industrial waste, meaning the waste coming from the industries, okay? Very good. All right, so can you identify the place that you can see on this picture there, class? Yes, Abdullah? That's very good. This is the Mbubus landfill, okay? I know that everybody knows what the Mbubus landfill is, all right? So a landfill is the place where all the waste from an area is dumped, okay? So in Dakar, people dump the waste in the Mbubus landfill, all right? So on the next picture, what can you see on the next picture? Yes, Fatima? Very good. On the next picture, we can identify plastic bags, okay? So I have a question. Are plastic bags dangerous for the environment? Yes, of course, they are very dangerous, okay? And can you tell me why plastic bags are dangerous for the environment? Can you try? No? Okay. Plastic bags are very dangerous for the environment because they are not biodegradable, which means that they can stay for many years in the environment, okay? So this is why our government has forbidden the sale of plastic bags, all right? Great. So what is water pollution, class? Yes, the contamination of the water. With what? Very good. It's the contamination of the water bodies. And when we say water bodies, we refer to the oceans, the rivers like the Senegal River, or the lakes like Lac Rose, the underground water, the water which is underground, with external substances, okay? Such as industrial waste, the waste coming from the industries. It can also be caused by domestic waste or household garbage, as you can see on the picture, okay? So water pollution can also be caused by what is known as oil spills. Oil spills means when oil contaminates the ocean. Can somebody tell me what's the French for oil spills? Look at the picture. Yes, excellent. Oil spills means marée noire. Marée noire, okay? All right, so we also have some consequences of water pollution, okay? Because it's very dangerous for the living things, for the living organisms. Some of the consequences of water pollution, as you can identify on the picture, can be the death of aquatic organisms such as fish, dolphins, whales, and marine turtles, okay, because the water is contaminated. It can also have consequences on the health of the human beings, the health of the people. It can cause disease like dysentery, cholera, and diarrhea, okay? So we must be very careful about water pollution because it affects our health directly. All right, very good. Now let's talk about noise pollution, class. What are the main causes of noise pollution, or how can you define noise pollution, class? Yes, Ami? All right, we can say that noise pollution is an excess of noise that can affect our health, okay? If there is an excess of noise in your environment, this can be defined as noise pollution, all right? So can you give me some examples of noise pollution in Dakar or in your city? Yes, Abdullah? Yeah, that's very good. The transportation. When there is a lot of traffic, the cars make a lot of noise. Any other examples, class? Yes, Ami? Well done. Noise pollution can also be caused by social events, okay? So here are the main causes of noise pollution. It can be industrialization, when there are a lot of industries in your neighborhood. It can be caused by transportation, as we have already mentioned. It can also be caused by social events. Can you give me examples of social events? Yes, like wedding ceremonies or naming ceremonies. And it can also be caused by construction activities. Excellent. So noise pollution also has a negative effect on our health. It can cause chronic stress. It can also cause lack of concentration, problems like lack of sleep, because if there is noise next to your room, you cannot sleep at night. So this causes lack of sleep. And in the morning, you can feel the fatigue, which is excessive tiredness, okay? So these are the main consequences of noise pollution on the humans, all right? Okay, so time to check. What have you learned? Okay? First of all, we're going to have definitions and words from the lesson. So look at the table, read the definitions you have on the left, and try to give the corresponding words on the right. All right, I'll give you 20 seconds. Yes, Amadou, can you try for the first one? Cup after drinking your coffee. This is a very common misuse of the coffee cups in the street, okay? So don't throw your cup after drinking your coffee. And finally, don't throw the paper after eating your sandwich. And you know what I'm talking about, okay? All right, very good. I'm going to give you a little homework. I know you like homework very much. So first of all, you're going to have a writing. Take your time and identify one type of pollution in your city or neighborhood, and you need to give its causes, then propose solutions to eradicate it. Okay, that's topic number one. Or you can do the research. And when I say research, you are going to use the internet. And don't forget to write your answers on the forum. Okay? So the question is, what are the 3 R's of the environment and what do they refer to? Okay? You can ask Mr. Google, as I tell my learners. And the last question is, what is a renewable energy? And give 2 examples. Okay? Okay, class, thank you for watching. This is the end of our today's lesson. And we'll be very happy to see you next time. Goodbye.
Hello everybody, hello dear students, hello dear parents, and I would say also hello dear teachers. I would like to welcome you to this new series of Apprendre à la maison, which is a program, as you know, I guess you are very familiar with it now. It's a program offered and sponsored by the Minister of Education to help you stay at home with more practice of different lessons. So here we're going to talk about a lesson on environmental issues, which is a very topical issue, isn't it, Mawa?
Yes.
Very topical, great. So, and to discuss this, we have two guests with me, Mr. Mawa Samb. Hello, Mawa.
Hello, Mintu. How are you today?
Can you introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Mawa Samb, as you said, and I'm a teacher trainer at CRFPE Dakar.
Good. Welcome. Thanks for coming, Mawa. Mr. Tambangom.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mintu. Happy to be with you and with Dr. Mawa. My name is Tambangom, and I'm the ELT Pedagogic Coordinator, National Pedagogic Coordinator at the Ministry of Education.
Good. Thank you guys for being here. Great. So today, the lesson we're going to debrief is on environmental issues, especially on Mbebes. I think you all know Mbebes, which is in Dakar, in the suburbs of Dakar, and Mbebes is creating a lot of problems, a lot of issues. The lesson we just watched was very interesting, wasn't it?
Oh, I think definitely it was, because it's dealing with a very topical issue, the environment. And worldwide, people are concerned about the damage done on our environment currently. That's why I love this lesson.
Very true.
Yeah.
Your impression, Tamba?
Yeah, I did love the lesson because not only was it very, very interesting, but also the way he dealt with the lesson was really attractive, because he used a lot of pictures that definitely attracts the learners and attracts also other people who watch the lesson. So it was really interesting. I did love it.
Very good. And you know what? You are not the only ones who loved the show, I would say the lesson, because we had students also who enjoyed it. And we had a few questions from the forum. Can we have question number 1, please?
All right, thank you.
Hello, sir. My name is Aminata. I'm calling from Sikilo, Kolda. My question is, what can be the impact of Mbebes on neighboring populations?
Thank you very much. My name is Yai Bintumbai, and I'm a teacher trainer at CRFPE Dakar as well. Thanks for the question. So, Tamba?
Yeah, thank you.
Did you hear the question?
Yes, I think so, yes. And thank you very much once again for giving me the floor. And thank you, Aminata from Sikilo Kolda, for the very good question. Yes, the impact of Mbebes landfill on the neighboring population does exist. I think the different aspects of the impact is one, noise. Yeah, there is a lot of noise around. There is also the air and the soil pollution. Water also is contaminated, and this results in health issues. And when we talked about health issues, I think of lung cancer. Yes. I think also of eye disease, all of those. But more importantly, I'm thinking of the insecurity problem. Those people who live there, they have their children going to school, they have their children going to the market, etc. And most of the time, they can be, they can even be, let's say, assaulted or aggressed by those people. So I think the impact is really there, and it calls, I think, the attention of the authorities to find a solution to this. And I think there are some solutions ahead.
Hopefully, hopefully. Tamba mentioned the health issues. He even mentioned lung cancer. Can you develop more on this?
Yeah, I would go with the fact that when we talk about Mbebes, the first reactions we have, it's about water, sanitation, hygiene, insecurity. And when we talk about health issues, because it's highly polluted, and all the people living in that neighborhood can be really harmed by the degree of pollution existing in Mbebes. Not only the pollution, but even the food you can eat in an unhealthy environment.
That's very true.
It can be really a big concern.
It is.
It's not only Mbebes, but we could extend it. And I think it's high time we try and find a backup for Mbebes.
I totally agree with you. Can we have the second question, please?
Hello, I'm Ganfal from Lycée de Leona. Please, could you explain what the 3 R's stand for?
Great. In the lesson, I think the teacher talked about 3 R's. Can you explain what they mean?
Okay, from what I know, when we talk about the 3 R's, they refer, it's an abbreviation. When we say R, so it's talking about reduce. What should we reduce?
Yes.
We should reduce the pollution, the gas emission, everything that is referring to dumping the garbage everywhere, in Burbers, for instance. So we should reduce the COD. Cars are factories. So reduce the carbon dioxide so that our environment is not going to be harmed.
Exactly.
So it's about reducing, but also we talk about recycling.
What do we recycle?
Yes, so when we recycle, we can recycle the plastic bags, and even I think there is a recent law prohibiting the use of plastic bags. We can recycle the cans. In our environment, there are many things we can recycle, and this will take me to the third R, which is reusing. After we recycle, I think the next step, it is to reuse. How can we, after we use something, computers, we know that many people now, they just dump their computers everywhere. We could recycle them and reuse these computers for another usage.
Very
and my last word would be, I would add another R, which would be resilience. Because now I think in the field of environment, people are talking about resilience. How can we resist? Because if we take the case of Senegal, which is a poor country, we are undergoing the worst damages of the environment.
That's true.
And now, how can we resist? How can we be resilient and create some things that can help us really survive in this environment?
Very true. Do you want to add a word to that?
Yeah, just two words. The first one is, I love the 3 R's and even the fourth one.
Yeah.
And the other one I definitely love is reuse, because in Senegal we are not accustomed to that. But maybe the problem is most of them are not sensitized enough, maybe. Or some are, but do not implement exactly the sensitization. And I think we have also to adopt another mentality, because the causes, you talked about the causes, we talked also about the consequences. But the other consequence I would add is the global warming. Today, at this very moment, if you go to some areas in Senegal, it's very, very hot. And this heat comes from those, behavior toward the environment. So I think it is high time we took some measures and we implement them. He talked about the law. It was taken years ago, but unfortunately it was not implemented. It has been voted again, and I think it should have started, I don't know, on the 20th of April. But I think some measures should be taken if we want people to implement it and prevent from this global warming that results from those landfills.
Very interesting, very interesting. I really love the fourth R you added to that, resilience. That's a very good point. Great. Well, thank you very much, everybody. I think as a whole, we can understand that Burbers landfill was created since 1968, very long time ago. Wow, you see? And it's still here, and we have lives around Burbers environment. And we have, you talked about sensitization. That's great, because there are many movies and documentaries around dealing with Burbers. And hopefully this will help people be aware that when we save the environment, we save our lives.
Sure. Definitely, yeah.
Thank you very much. So dear students, please stay home, stay safe, and see you soon.
And can I have the
hand
sanitizer?
Okay, yes.
Thank
Here
you.
you go.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Invitation.
Yeah.
Anytime. You're welcome.
For your brilliant presentation.
Thank you.
Thanks
so
a lot.
much. Yeah.
See you.
All right.